Hello mga ka-learners! How are you? Today, we will learn about your rights as consumers. Siyempre po, ang mamimili ay may mga karapatan. What are these rights? Do they protect us from abusive manufacturers and retailers? How? What are our responsibilities as consumers in accordance with our rights? After this lesson, you should be able to explain laws protecting consumers and the rights of consumers. Take a look at the following scenarios. 1. Aling Mila bought a rice cooker in a mall. Before buying the rice cooker, she carefully inspected it and even tested it. Then, she brought it home and used it. When it was time to eat, she opened the rice cooker only to find out the rice was still uncooked, but the water was warm. She inspected the rice cooker and found out that its switch was broken. 2. Mang Pepe bought shoes as a birthday gift for his daughter. He bought it on sale. The next day, his daughter opened the gift and tried on the shoes. The front part of the right shoe split open. Mang Pepe noticed that the stitching on that part of the shoe was loosened. The receipt says, no return, no exchange. 3. Tito Fred is having his house repaired. He ordered kiln-dried lumber for the house extension ceiling. This kind of wood is more expensive than the ordinary one. After 2 months, the rainy season came. Tito Fred was disappointed because the wood bulged. His architect friend said that the wood wasn't kiln-dried. The 3 different situations reveal the same problem. Aling Mila, Mang Pepe, and Tito Fred bought defective products. Situations such as these may happen anytime. If so, the customer should inform the store from where the product was bought or the company that made the product. He may also use the warranty of the product purchased. Appliances like electric fan, television, radio, and iron have warranties when you buy them in malls and stores. The warranty refers to the period of time during which, should the item you bought be defective, you can have it repaired or replaced for free. Have you heard of Republic Act No. 7394? This is also known as the Consumer Act of the Philippines. Why was this made into law? How is it helpful to consumers like us? RA 7394 aims to do the following: protect the interests of the consumer, promote the consumer's general welfare, and establish standards of conduct for business and industry. In the other lesson, we discussed the importance of product labels. Why? Because labeling enables the consumer to obtain accurate information on the nature, quality, and quantity of the contents of consumer products and value of such products. RA 7394 emphasizes the importance of labeling and fair packaging of products and goods sold to consumers. Through the proper labeling and packaging of products, consumers are given a good opportunity to evaluate the products they buy. What else do we need to know about RA 7394? Here are some important facts about or in connection with the law. Local and foreign manufacturers, producers, and importers have a responsibility in addressing the complaint filed by a consumer if the product they buy is found to be defective. The tradesman or seller has a responsibility to sell top-quality products to consumers. If these products are found to be defective, consumers have a right to ask the seller to change the product or reimburse the money they paid. Any manufacturer, producer, importer, or seller should not disseminate false or misleading advertisements about the product they are selling. Products and goods should contain the proper price tag from which the consumer can base their decision to purchase a product or not. Consumers should properly keep the receipts of purchase. This will be used as proof of purchase in case they have any complaint about the product they purchased. Consumers should carefully examine the quality of the product they are purchasing. Products can only be changed or reimbursed by consumers if these are proven to be defective upon purchase. Consumers can't file a complaint against a manufacturer, producer, importer, or seller if they were the ones who damaged the product. Products and receipts should not indicate no return, no exchange labels. However, this is allowed for products that can be damaged by fire or water. If a consumer bought a defective or damaged product, here is what they should do according to the Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI. Number 1. Know the problem. Think about what remedy you want. Refund, have your money back, repair, fix the product, or replace, change it with a newer stock. Number 2. Look for the receipt, warranty card, or contract. You will need to show this to the store or the manufacturer when you file your complaint. Number 3. Go back to the store and look for the salesperson who sold you the product. Explain your problem and what you want to be done about it. You may set an appointment with the manager if necessary. Number 4. If your complaint wasn't properly heard by the store or company who made the product, write to an agency that can hear your complaint. What should be written in the letter? These are what should be found in the letter which you are going to send to an agency like the DTI. Your name and address, the store or company where you bought the damaged or defective product, name of the salesperson and the place and date concerning the complaint, important documents like receipts and contracts, and statement that you are willing to face the persons concerned if necessary. You should also remember that a problem can always be solved through peaceful discussion. Don't let your anger rule and don't be swayed by your emotions. Be calm while discussing. It would help solve the problem faster. According to the RA 7394, we can file our complaints about our purchases with the following agencies. 1. Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI. Consumer Product Quality and Safety Office, Weights and Measures or Metrification Office, Labeling, Packaging and Price Tag Office, Consumer Products and Service Warranties Office, Advertising and Sales Promotion Office, Service and Repair Shop Office. 2. Department of Health, or DOH, Food, Drugs, Cosmetics and Devices Office, Hazardous Substances Office, Labeling, Packaging and Price Tag Office, Advertising and Sales Promotion. 3. Department of Agriculture, or DA, Product Quality and Safety, Packaging of Agricultural Products. 4. Central Bank. 5. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. For example, if you purchased a defective refrigerator or a defective electric fan, you may file a complaint with the Department of Trade and Industry, Consumer Products and Warranties Office. For medicines which are not properly labeled, you may file a complaint with the Department of Health, Labeling, Packaging and Price Tag Office. The agency with which you will file your complaint will depend on the product you purchased. It is important to remember these agencies. They can help you in processing your complaint about a defective or damaged product that you purchased. Study the scenario. Woman, I just bought this yesterday. Now it's not functioning. Officer, don't worry, ma'am. We'll do something about the situation. The woman is talking to a consumer arbitration officer. What is a consumer arbitration officer? According to RA 7394, the consumer arbitration officer has exclusive jurisdiction to mediate, conciliate, hear, and pass judgment on all consumer complaints. He shall conduct hearings on any complaint received by him or referred to him by the National Consumer Affairs Council, or NCAC. What is the National Consumer Affairs Council? This is a council created by RA 7394 to oversee the implementation of the law. The NCAC was established to improve the management, coordination, and effectiveness of consumer programs. The NCAC protects consumers from threats to health and safety caused by goods purchased and dishonest and unfair practices of merchants in selling their goods. The NCAC gives information and educates consumers on how to pick the right product. It enables the consumer to choose the right product. NCAC also guides the consumer to avoid unfair practices of some manufacturers, producers, importers, and sellers. RA 7394 was enacted as a law in order to protect the rights of consumers. It also determines the responsibilities of manufacturers, producers, importers, sellers, and even the consumers themselves. According to the law, people who violate the rights of consumers shall be punished. These are the penalties. Criminal punishment. Those who disobey laws covering food, medicine, cosmetics, and poisonous products are subject to punishment such as a fine not lower than 500 pesos and not more than 20,000 pesos or imprisonment for a period of 3 months to 2 years. It will be the court's decision how much the fine or imprisonment will be. Administrative punishment. According to the gravity or seriousness of the case, a penalty not lower than 500 pesos and not more than 30,000 pesos may be implemented. If violation continues, the punishment is 1,000 pesos per day of offense. Now you know what RA 7394 is all about. Yes, we consumers do have rights. It is important that you know these rights and share them with other members of your family, our friends, and fellow residents in the community. It is also important to remember that along with these rights are our responsibilities as consumers. Let's remember, RA 7394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines is a law that protects the rights of consumers. There are agencies that answer complaints about defective or damaged products. Complaints can be resolved calmly between the consumer and the seller or manufacturer. The National Consumer Affairs Council was established to improve the management, coordination, and effectiveness of consumer programs. That's the end of our lesson on consumer rights. I hope that these learnings will help you become more aware of your role as a consumer of both essential and non-essential items. Kung gusto ninyo ng bago o mas updated na impormasyon, pwede ninyong puntahan online ang mga website ng iba't ibang agency ng gobyerno. Marami pang matututunan doon. See you on the next episode!